So this is the Feker IK85 Plus, and it's a budget keyboard priced around $40 in Asia and around $70 in the US region. It has an 85% layout, tri-mode connectivity, a hot swap PCB, and PBT keycaps. In the box, there's the user manual for the IK85 Plus, a switch and keycap puller, 2 extra switches, a Type A to Type C charging cable, and a hard plastic cover for the keyboard. From the top, you can see the keyboard has per key RGB and a pretty unique 85% layout. Besides that, there's also the tri-mode toggle switch here on the left, and a small plaque with a moon and clouds above the arrow keys on the right. There is no logo on the front, but there's a slope here for your wrist to sit on for a better typing experience. On the back, there's the Type-C charging port, the Windows and Mac OS toggle switch, and the Type-C port for wired mode on the top left. The side profile of the keyboard looks like this, and the height can be increased with the feet on the bottom. And here is how the side with the switch looks. On the bottom, there's 5 rubber feet, 2 height adjustable feet previously mentioned, and the Feker logo and the keyboard details in the middle with a hidden slot for the 2.4 GHz wireless USB dongle here. The slot is really hidden, and it's my first time seeing it implemented like this. The keyboard weighs just under 900 grams or 2 pounds as the case is mainly plastic. The keycaps on the black keyboard like the one I have here is MDA profile and double shot PBT. The color is nice and saturated in this cyan, grey and blue colorway, which I think really suits the keyboard. The legends appear to be sharp and clean too, and the thickness of the keycap is around 1.5mm. To sum up the keycaps, they are great, but I'm not a fan of the MDA profile. They're just too flat and too curved in my opinion. As for the switches, the keyboard comes with the Feker Mulan switch. It's a 5-pin linear switch that actuates at 42 grams and bottoms out at 44 grams. The switch also has a cutout for the RGB to shine through, and most importantly, it comes pre-looped from the factory. The PCB here is 5-pin hot swap with a south-facing layout, so you can easily swap out or change the switches with no problems. The stabilizers on the keyboard are plate mounted, and they do come looped and tuned already. They don't rattle or ping when in use, and there's also some silicone dampeners at the spacebar to help with the sound. The keyboard has a flex cut polycarbonate plate that is leaf spring gasket mounted, so it has a soft but stable feeling, which is pretty good for gaming and typing. Speaking about using the keyboard, it comes with a 4000 mAh battery inside, which lasts me around 400 hours with the RGB off. The RGB here is nice, it's bright and saturated, and there's also a few effects pre-saved on the keyboard. You can press function and enter to cycle in between the effects, or you can also use the software for the keyboard to configure the RGB even more. But besides that, the software also allows you to add different profiles to the keyboard, remap all of the keys, manage your macros here, and access other settings like the N key rollover and the polling rate as well. And that is basically it for the software. Moving on to how the keyboard sounds, I would say it has a more clacky and full sound signature. This is because it comes with a silicone dampener in the case and a lot of foam and mods in between the plate and PCB. This includes an IXPE sheet for the switches, a POM foam for the plate, and a piece of PET insulation film in the keyboard. Alright, enough of me talking, here is the typing sound test. Okay, here are my final thoughts on the Feker IK85 Plus. For the price, I would say it's a pretty decent keyboard. It has all of the features you want and need, but there is a lot of competition in this price range as well. So do look around before you make a final decision on getting a keyboard. Personally, I would prefer a more simple design, but if you like how this keyboard looks and sounds, it will be linked in the description below for you. And that does it for this video. Thanks to Epomaker for the keyboard, and thank you for watching. Leave a like on this video if you liked it, dislike it if you didn't, and remember to subscribe if you haven't. See you in the next one.